Let's head to Otojor, a quiet corner of Dansoman in the Ablekuma West Municipality, where the fight is not just against rain, it is against trash. Residents here are raising their voices and they are tired. The day after day, tricycle riders roll in and dump refuse straight into water channels and protected wetlands. These are the very spaces nature set aside to shield the community from floods. But the buffers are disappearing and the piles of waste. When the rains come, the water has nowhere to run. Channels that should carry it away are choked. Wetlands that should soak it up are smothered. So the water turns back on the people, creeping into compounds and homes. For Otojor, flooding is no longer just an act of nature. It is the cost of what gets dumped when no one is watching.
Dansoman Otojor sits quietly in Accra's Ablekuma West district, but when the clouds gather, quiet turns to panic. This community lives on edge. One heavy downpour and the streets are underwater. Flash floods do not knock here, they barge in. Now Otojor is in the headlines, and the reason is not just rain. At the center of the crisis is trash dumped with intent. Tricycle riders roll into water channels and protected wetlands and empty their loads. These wetlands were supposed to be the community's shield. Residents say the blockages are not a mystery. Refuse is the first culprit. Unauthorized buildings on waterways are the second. Together, they have strangled the flow. The warning signs are everywhere, and the people have been waving them. They want authorities to step in before the next rain turns their homes into drains.
Since the thing started from Wetlands Municipality, we are calling on the MCE of Wetlands to immediately stop dumping of refuse, because it is only the assembly that can give you permit or can give you approval to dump refuse. So we will not say that it is Mr. A or B. What we say that it is the assembly that is doing the dumping of the refuse. No problem. No complaining. No
We ran into Reverend Dr. Kwekwado, MP for Ablekuma West, who came because the skies have turned unpredictable. One moment clear, the next is sudden downpour. And with each shift in the clouds, the worry in the municipality grows deeper. Flooding is no longer a question of it. It is when. So he walked the streets, listening, looking at drains, hearing the same fear in every voice. What happens when the next rain comes?
When it rained on Friday, the refuse dump here, as we can see how close we are to it, had shrunk the passageway. So talking about the solution is one, there has to be a breakthrough of this refuse dump so the water can have more access. Two, we need to go to the end point of it, which is Glefe, where the receptacle was supposed to be, and also work on the dump site over there. So at least there will be more extra holding places for the water.
We caught up with Mr. William Okansi, the NADMO director for Ablekuma West. For him, the math is simple. Stop the dumping, stop the flooding. The waterways are choking on refuse, sachets, bottles, piles of waste thrown in by tricycle load. When the rains come, there is nowhere for the water to go but up and into people's homes. He has seen the aftermath too many times. His message was blunt, that if we want dry floors, the drains have to breathe. And that starts with keeping trash out of them.
I've had a very vast land for this water, the water that comes back here to flow and then settle. Whilst we deal with the drainage here, as the MP said. So that will be our solution. But still, we are still sensitizing our people whilst we find lasting solution to this refuse problem.
Officials are drawing a line in Ablekuma West. No more promises without action. They are pledging to bring back order, by enforcing the laws already on the books, clearing what should have never been built, and giving flood-prone communities a fighting chance. For the families who watch the skies with dread, the message is clear: safety is no longer negotiable.